Hello again. I wanted to remind you, if you haven't already listened to my book, I'd like for you to listen to this before you get started with the experiments. But you all, I know, I was a kid once and I'd much rather just start with the experiments and not read a book. But the book's good and I really want you to look at it and I really want you to listen to it and I really want you to drink the words in. So, as in the book, we talked a little, and if you've not seen my experiment, you gotta see that. But if you haven't, make sure that you do watch that as a follow-up. But again, this experiment is so much more fun if we were together. Darn it, quarantine. Anyway, this gift experiment is so much fun when we're in the classroom because two of you in the class would get to pick a present. But since we're here, guess what? I've got to open the presents. Oh, lucky me. Okay, now, again, we're doing an experiment, so we're making a hypothesis. And anytime you've had a birthday party, you always size up those gifts. And you look at the gifts and you think, this one looks good. That one looks janky. Ooh, that might be something nice. Or, that's not even in a nice bag or box or wrapping. So you're kind of judging. You're kind of judging what your presents are before you ever even open them. So this experiment is, what is your hypothesis for this experiment? Now, we would talk about it. Some of you might think, oh, there's probably going to be the same thing in both bags. Some of you are going to think, oh, this is the perfect bag with the best yummy gift. And that janky Kroger bag is not even worth opening up. And I'd probably just throw that in the garbage. So you're looking at the outside, you're looking at the outside. What is the outside telling you? And as we read in our book, you don't look at the outside. You have to go inside to know exactly what it is. You're never gonna know by just looking at it. You've got to investigate. You've got to ask yourself questions. You've got to look around. Sometimes you need to peek inside. Sometimes you feel it. But it's not the same as investigating to find out exactly what's on the inside. So, like I said, if we were together, two of you would be the lucky ones to get to open the gifts. Now, it's hard for me without you all being here to know which one we should open first because typically I go with a group and most of the time the group wants, of course, to open the pretty one, the bright colored one, the one with the cute curly bow, the one with the cute surprise tissue paper on top. It looks pretty perfect, doesn't it? It really does. So we've looked at the outside. We know what it looks like. What we're getting. What is it even worth being a gift? Oh yeah, I forgot what I put in here, but now I remember. A rock. When you opened this beautiful gift, would you have expected to find a dumb rock? Probably not. Probably not. Now, if you were the one to get this gift, would you even really want to keep it? Would you like it? Would you want to carry it around all the time? Would you love being around it? Probably not. Probably not. Now, You're all dying to know what's in this janky Kroger bag, because I know you all. So, do you think it's going to be a rock? What was your hypothesis? Was it the same thing that was in here? Was it something different? Was it something better, something worse? We're going to find out. Okay, Kroger bag 1, Kroger bag 2. So if you weren't disappointed enough by this wrinkled up Kroger bag, there's another one. Now, I'm investigating because we have to find out what's on the inside, because sometimes the outside doesn't match what's on the inside. Now, this janky Kroger bag is interesting because what do you think this is? Does this look like something that would normally have something janky in it? Mm-mm. Look what's inside. So, some people would call this a rock. It's a different kind of rock, but once we looked into this, once we got to know this, once we took a peek on the inside, we found something beautiful. It didn't look very pretty on the outside, but boy, once we did our investigation, we sure found out that it was something that we would want, something that we would want to keep around, something that we would want to take everywhere we go. So this was another experiment to show you, and I think a lot of people say, you probably heard your grandparents say this, you can't judge a book by its cover. And what that means is sometimes the cover of a book doesn't look very good, but once you get inside and once you read it, and once you think about it and once you get to know it, then you're like, oh my gosh, best book ever. The same way with our gifts. So this was just another way to talk about getting to know someone on the inside instead of just judging them from the outside. And again, this is another experiment you can do with your brothers and sisters. You can do with your parents at night. Just another fun way to talk about how sometimes what's on the outside isn't what's on the inside. I hope you've had fun.